There's a video on here. I clicked on it. It was called Jehovah Will Care for Our Needs. Oh, here we go. That boy, that sous chef right there. We gonna see what they talking about in this one. Let's see. Remember, in one of the last videos, I had told y'all how going to the meetings and service and all that is a lot, especially when you're working a full-time job and if you have a family and shit like that. Like, it's a lot to get off of work and then have to do all of this other shit. But let's just see what they talking about.
I've always enjoyed my work, and even the people I worked with.
Why they look like that? Okay, that boy cooking up a burger. That shit don't look good.
It's hard to balance work and meetings. But since I was baptized, I've always done my best to be there.
Yeah, that shit hard, big dog.
My wife is a great support. And we work hard to teach our children. They've been my greatest joy. I want to make sure that they're cared for. I believed that if I worked hard enough, I'd always be able to provide for my family.
That's generally how it goes.
But my boss wanted more than I was willing to give. He insisted that I work Sundays during...
Hey! Niggas be sacrificing their jobs for this.
I needed this job. My wife and I were worried. What would happen if I lost it? I was determined to take a stand for my meetings. I spoke to my boss and explained my decision, but he refused to compromise.
This is every typical J-Dub story. Never fails. So what he's going to do, he's going to end up sticking to, what Jehovah's saying. He's going to attend his meetings. He's probably going to get fired. And then somebody in the Kingdom Hearts, somehow he's going to get another job. He's going to find and he's going to get another job. That's every story.
I was shocked.
You are expendable.
I didn't think this was how it was supposed to go.
It's not. It's fucked up.
How would I support my family? Paul studied the Bible with me. We've been close ever since. He invited me out, and I guess he'd heard about what happened.
They really hit the strip club. This cat.
He really listened as I poured out my concerns. I wondered if I should have just done what my boss insisted. I would have missed my meeting, but I still could have attended.
My fault. Hold on. Okay. Look how they're dressed, right? It's like carbon copies. It's robotic. Everybody's the same. They want that. That's what they want. That's part of the power, control, the brainwashing, the manipulation, and they don't even know it.
I have missed my meeting, but I still could have attended an evening meeting at a different congregation.
Why is that more than me?
Were limited, and there just weren't that many jobs out there for me. I told him I was seriously considering a job that would involve a lot of travel.
God damn. Gutterball nigga.
Paul read to me from Matthew chapter 6, verses 25 to 33.
Stop
being anxious about your lives as to what you will eat, or what you will drink, or about your bodies as to what you will wear.
Watch.
Keep on then, seeking first the kingdom.
That's the fucking scripture that I put in the example of when the elder, when you didn't make your field service time, or the pioneering hours. I'm fucking telling you. How did I know that? I haven't seen this video before. It's fucking everybody's a fucking robot. It's the same shit. Holy shit.
It's righteousness, and all these other things will be added to you. He reminded me that as a newly baptized witness, my prayers are much more readily received.
What?
And Jehovah was ready to respond.
He got priority on his prayers?
He encouraged me to include Jehovah in my decision. Patience is not easy for me, but I decided to look to Jehovah to provide the right job.
But now he's throwing strikes.
So every day I kept looking. But work never came.
Back on Indeed. Better start trapping, my nigga. 6 months.
I never thought that it would go on so long. Eventually, I had to go on unemployment insurance so we could get by.
Okay, so where was your guy
I knew that I was doing the right thing, but I couldn't help feeling that I was letting my family down.
Okay. Shit. My bad. How is that the right thing then? If you feel like you're letting your family down, you ain't worked in 6 months, how is that the right thing? Okay.
One night, I was reminded of Jesus' words in Matthew chapter 6. Observe intently the birds of heaven. They do not sow seed, or reap,
Yo.
or gather into storehouses.
Remember, I was
yet your
talking
heavenly
about
Father feeds them.
Holy shit. So predictable.
I realized that I was still relying on myself
Man, see,
and not fully throwing my anxiety on Jehovah.
my nigga went 6 months. You can make any excuse you want to. So Jehovah was like, oh, nope, he's not relying on me. He's still relying on himself. I'm not going to give him a job. Like, how does that make sense? And he felt like he was letting his family down, but he just still went through it. So it never occurred to this nigga that maybe that wasn't the right thing if you're feeling that way. But he's convinced that, oh, he wasn't fully throwing his anxiety on Jehovah. Okay, now let's fully do it 6 months later.
My skills may be limited, but Jehovah's are not. So, I kept on looking. But I used my extra time to auxiliary pioneer. It was just what I needed.
That was the key.
Eventually, Jehovah opened the door and blessed my patience with a job that was nearby with good hours for my meetings. I even had more time for the ministry with my family.
So the fact that it was so long, what are the chances that he just happened to find that job? Why is that specifically from Jehovah? How is it from Jehovah? Man, I'm at a loss.
It was not an easy experience, but my faith in Jehovah was stronger than ever. I saw him act in my behalf.
How?
And I know that he really does care for me and my family.
That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense.